Hey guys, welcome to another dog vlog, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a highly requested video which is comparing two really popular pet treat cameras, the Furbo versus the Petcube Bites 2. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of both and show you guys the key differences. That way when you are doing holiday shopping or any kind of shopping for your pet and you want to get a pet treat camera, you know the differences between the two. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of the box and show you guys the key differences in the Petcube cameras. And as you guys know, as I'm going through this, I have always been fully transparent in everything I do on this channel because this channel is for you and to provide value to you. So this video is in partnership with Petcube. They sent me these cameras to review so that I can help continue to add more value to you guys and give you guys the information you want when you're making a decision on a purchase if you decide to get one of these cameras. They also sent me a couple extra, and at the end of this video, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with those couple extra, so make sure you stay tuned. But let's pull out the Petcube Bites 2 camera, and let's go ahead and pull out the Furbo. I want this to be as fair of a comparison as possible. So I'm gonna open this up and kind of unbox these together, keeping the scissors away from the dogs. You guys can see Finnegan. I'll show you here. Finnegan is sitting on my lap. Yes, buddy. And you got Bentley right here. And they're just helping me unbox these cameras. So when you open the boxes, you'll see that inside comes with the AC adapters already ready to go. In the Furbo, you'll see the same thing. The AC adapter is up in this compartment up here. All right, at first glance, I think that both of them are very sharp looking. I really like the bamboo colored wood on top of the Furbo, the white sleek design. It's just pretty aesthetic to me. What I do like about the Petcube is that if you look at it, and I know you guys can't feel it, but the Furbo is made primarily of plastic and looks like a wood or faux wood top, whereas the Petcube is actually made of plastic on the top, and then the body of it, the primary part of it, is actually more of an aluminum. So it kind of just depends on whatever one you think is a little bit more durable, plastic versus aluminum. I'm also noticing, before I even turned anything on, when I look at the differences between these two, I'm not seeing anywhere on the Furbo to actually mount it. So while it's a really pretty design, huh, Finn? Yeah, yes, you guys are very excited about this. I don't see any place to mount this on the wall. Come here, guys. Which, as you can see already, is posing to be a little bit of an issue because my two boys are very food motivated. So I like to have my pet treat cameras mounted, which the Petcube, if you actually, come here, Finnegan, over here. If you actually look at the back of the Petcube, they have two little holes so that you can actually mount it, or you can rest it on a table like I have them both here. So this gives you a little bit more flexibility in terms of mounting it. I think that's a really key feature if you're worried about your dogs getting into it like Bentley is right now. Before we even turn them on, the next key differentiating factor between the two is actually in the name. So if you look at this, sorry buddy, if you look at the Petcube, the name Pet is actually in the name of the product, whereas the Furbo, specifically on the front of the box, they call it a dog camera. So while you probably could put cat treats in either, this one is definitely, the Petcube is definitely marketed towards pet parents, so both cat and dog parents, whereas the Furbo, they only have dogs on the images, so I think it's meant specifically for dogs. That's just something to consider if you are a cat parent, because I know that I am, so I'm always looking for products that can speak to both of my pets. Now, the next feature is something that I noticed just by looking at the different tech specs on the manuals of the products. And this one is actually a really big call out for me. And that is that the Furbo only supports 2.4 gigahertz for the Wi-Fi speed, whereas the Petcube Bites 2 supports both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz for the Wi-Fi speed. That to me is something that is extremely important to point out, because if you have a household like I do, yes, and you have, okay, Finn, come over here. Come here, Finn, again. Over here, bud. Okay. Oh, good job, my son. Because if you're like me, you have a lot of technology products in your home that uses Wi-Fi. So between the two, the Petcube Bites does win on the Furbo in terms of Wi-Fi speed. You guys know that treats and the type of food that I feed my dogs is critically important, especially when it comes to giving treats. I don't like to give too many treats, but when I do, I like to make sure that they're healthy. And what I deem as healthy treats are single protein, single ingredient treats such as dehydrated beef lung, freeze-dried beef heart, tripe, things that have no added fillers or carbs or sugars to it. And the downside of those types of treats is that they're typically larger in size. So what I love about the Petcube Bites compared to the Furbo, although both are great machines, is that the Petcube Bites container that holds treats is actually larger than that of the Furbo. And the reason that that's important is that the Petcube Bites can actually support treats up to 1 inch in diameter in size. So you have more flexibility of treat size and treat type to put in the Petcube Bites too. Versus the Furbo, while again, I think it's so super stylish with this awesome lid, the size of treats that can fit in here, from what I can read on the manual, is only up to about 0.4 inches. So it's about half the size of treat that I can fit in here. And that really just limits what I'm able to use when I'm using a Petcube camera. So that may be a non-issue for you. If you have a small dog and you only use small treats, that may be a non-issue for you, but it's something that I think you guys should consider. Really cool thing is that while the Furbo can hold a lot of treats, it can hold up to about 1/2 pound of treats depending on the size and the shape. Many times they need to be smaller circle-shaped treats, say that a million times fast, so it can hold quite a bit. But the Petcube Bites camera can actually hold up to 1.5 pounds of treats. And in addition to that, the container part that holds the treats on the Petcube actually comes off and is dishwasher safe. So you can imagine it's a little bit easier to keep the Petcube camera clean, whereas the Furbo you can't take apart because it's just one solid piece, which again, and I've said this a lot, I love how it looks. So I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just something to consider if you plan on using this for a long time and you want to be able to clean it easily. I love that the Petcube Bites camera can actually come apart. One word, and I apologize if I wake up one of your devices by saying this, but Alexa. Both of these devices have the Alexa skill, so you can ask Furbo to fling a treat or for Petcube to shoot a treat out for your pets. But the difference between the two is the Petcube camera actually has Alexa compatibility to where you can use this as if it was any other Alexa device. The Petcube Bite has a 2-way live audio feature, so you can actually talk to your pet and you can hear if they're making any noises, and you can set up custom alerts to alert you if there's movement or noise, so you can kind of keep track of what your dog or cat are doing. Furbo, on the other hand, doesn't have the same 2-way audio that the Petcube does, but it does have a tap to talk feature, so it does have that ability to talk to your pet by tapping a button. Again, one thing that really stood out to me were the alerts. So both of them will alert you if your dog is barking and making a noise, which I think is really important because often dogs are going to bark or make a noise if there's potentially something wrong. So I want to be alerted if that happens. What I really like about the Petcube camera that I did not see as an option in the Furbo is that the Petcube camera actually alerts you on motion. So let's say Bentley, for example, when he gets stressed, you can see him behind here. When he gets stressed, he'll start pacing quite a bit. So I want to be alerted when that happens so that I can check in on him, make sure nothing's wrong. And while you don't have to purchase a subscription to use either of these devices, if you do get one of their subscription plans for their video, there is a difference in cost. And so I'll definitely have that on the screen, but essentially you can spend $69 a year for the Furbo. It's their nanny cam recording service, and it'll save up to 24 hours of previous footage of what happened, so you can go back and replay the last 24 hours. Whereas for $49 a year, you can actually, on the Petcube Bites 2, record the past 3 days and save the last 3 days of occurrences, so you can go back and rewind and watch the past 3 days. And so to me, that's really important because maybe when I come home from work or I come home from being gone and I notice one of the dogs seem a little off, I can actually rewind on the Petcube camera the past 3 days, which is really helpful in case I want to see if something happened while I was gone. And on that note, you guys have seen me do reviews on the Petcube before, and that's because I just really love this product. As you guys can see, it does have a little bit of an edge over something of the Furbo. And I'm not down talking the Furbo. If some people may just like how it looks a little bit better, maybe they don't need the extra functionality that this has and they just want to go with the Furbo, that's fine. I'm an advocate of having and using tools that help you have a more successful and happier and healthier life with your dog. So whatever works for you, I fully support. But you guys know that I have more than one Petcube camera now, and it's really important to me that I can connect my Petcube cameras on one single account, and that is something you can do with Petcube. So if you can actually connect up to 6 of these cameras on one Petcube account, whereas Furbo, you can only have one Furbo per one Furbo account. Again, you may only want one camera, so it might not be an issue for you, but for me personally, I like to have that flexibility. Now, before we get to the fun part and see these guys in action and let the dogs have some fun, make sure you stay tuned until the end, because I'm gonna talk about a special prize that I'm gonna be giving you guys because you're so damn awesome. So cute. Let's try the Petcube camera now. Oh, it flung it way over there. Oh my gosh, it can go far. Let's try it again. Not as far. Good job, Finn. I have tons of videos linked down below and right here on dog training tips, crate training tips, the best kinds of dog food, dog treats, dog toys, best dog products, all linked down below. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about what I love for my pets, definitely check those out. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be announcing a giveaway very, very soon. So if you're not already subscribed and have your notifications turned on, then go ahead and do that because you don't want to miss out. I'm gonna be giving away 2 of these bad boys very soon, details to come. I cannot wait. Big thanks again to Petcube for sending these cameras for me to be able to review and give my honest, real life opinion on a Furbo compared to a Petcube Bites 2 camera. I want you guys to comment below, which one did you like? Which one would you pick for your pet? Or do you already have one? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Comment that below. I'm really curious to hear. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Goodbye. Bye, guys.